guys, so today I just kind of make a video just kind of, just talking about, where I'm at as far as mentally when it comes to going into my 30s or getting ready to hit 30 pretty soon, and kind of that end of an era as far as like my 20s go. So it's just kind of gonna be like a little chit chat video or whatever. So let's get into this video. Into this video. So this kind of random video. I just got off work not that long ago and my two younger ones are asleep, so it's the perfect time to make a video or to edit. So this video is kind of just, we're just gonna be talking. I'm just talking to y'all and that's it. Okay, so as I mentioned before in my prior videos, I decided after like 9 years of not having kids, because at one point I didn't even want to have any more kids. I thought in my mind that was it. I even considered getting my tubes tied when I was like 21, because mind you, I mentioned before, I had my first two children before I was 20. So when I turned 20, I was like, I'm not having more kids. And then situation with my son, my oldest son, I was like, no, I'm not having any more kids. I don't even want to. So I had talked to my doctor at that time, my gynecologist at that time, about getting my tubes tied. And she was like, are you sure you want to do that? Maybe you want to wait and see how you feel. I was like, no, I know how I feel, and I don't want to feel that again, so but I'm glad that I didn't do that, because when I turned 25, yeah, I was ready to have another one. And we planned my 1-year-old, me and their father, my current boyfriend. But so we planned her, and then we ended up with another one, my son, the 7-month-old. And having children when you're younger, I feel like that's when you're in your prime to have children. And I hate to say it like that, but for real, like as a woman, like having children at an older age, later in your 20s, in your early 30s, I really feel like it takes a toll on your body, your mental, everything. Whereas when you're young, it's like it's nothing. I guess that's how I feel. Me having two children, a boy and a girl, in my earlier part of my youth, it was nothing. It was cake. I didn't feel any different. My body snatched back so quick. It was like I didn't have kids, And a lot of people didn't believe that I had two children. So, fast forward, now, I had my daughter when I was 27, and I had my son when I was 28, the two younger ones. It's a big difference, and I feel it. I'm just now finally feeling normal as far as my body goes, how I feel on the inside. I'm just now finally feeling like myself again. And my son is 7 months, and I want to say probably last month is when I started feeling normal, and that trips me out that it took that long to feel normal. I don't know if it's because I had them so close together. That plays a big, more than like that plays a big role on not just my mental, but that's my physical, So yeah, like I definitely noticed a big difference in having them this later in the game. as of now, I definitely don't want to have any more, because I think it has a lot more to do with realizing how much how much stress I put on my own body just by having 2 children back to back like that. I feel like I put my body through some stress, and this is the aftermath of that, what I'm feeling, or what I was feeling. And even now, I still feel like we still don't have like, it's still like the new norm. Going from just having 1 child here in the house, even though, like I said, I did have my son, but he passed away. So for a long time, it was just me and my oldest daughter, per se. So going from having just 1 child and not having to change diapers anymore, not having to do all the things you have to do with toddlers and babies, to going to doing that with 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a time, not 1, but 2. Like, you know, that's a big difference. So it's like a new norm for everybody, even for their father, because his oldest is in high school, so he's definitely starting all over. And he's older than me, so he's about to be 38. So it's like, you know, we tired. I know he's tired, because I'm tired. But yeah, so it's like a new norm. And then for a long time, even in our relationship, we just had our children. You know, had my daughter, he had his son and whatnot, but, you know, with no babies, you know, with no babies around. And so it's like, this is all new for everybody, even for Sayas. You know, she has to get used to, you know, she was not the oldest child. Her brother was, but he passed away when she was 2. So she, for a long time, was the only child. And in her mind, I'm sure, because she don't remember much about her brother, she was always the only child in her mind. So she wanted a sibling. She wanted a younger sibling. Her father actually has another child, a little girl. So she actually has a younger sibling, but one in this household. So everybody is just, we're all trying to adjust to our new norm. And I feel like, which we're all in bliss, because like I said, we planned DME and whatnot. I wanted another little boy, obviously. You know, he wanted a girl and a boy, but he did. I don't think it really mattered to him, but he just wanted 1 more. We ended up with 2 more. So anyway, so yeah, and I think just kind of going into my 30s, like I said, I wanted to have my last couple of children before I turned 30, because I know I didn't want to be 31 and pregnant. I didn't want to do that. So yeah, so everything kind of worked out the way it's supposed to, but it's still like we're still trying to get into this new norm where we got 2 small children. You know, one that's not walking yet, barely crawling, one that's all over the place, and they're, you know, one in pull-ups and one in diapers, and you know, it's a lot. So yeah, I want to talk about that. And then I kind of want to talk about just, not only am I going through that change, but I'm also going through the change in the motions of getting ready to exit my 20s and go into my 30s. And I you know, from what I hear, the 30s is the new 20s. And I believe it, but it's just kind of like, I'm actually looking forward to this new era that I'm about to go into, this new chapter. I feel like I'm in a different space mentally. I feel like I've done what I need to do in my 20s, and I know what I want. I know what I want. You know, that's really all I need to say. Whether it become like family-wise, financially, I know what I want my future to look like, and I feel like I've experienced enough in my 20s to where I'm like, I don't need to question it. But let me tell you something. You know, like going back to having the kids. So having the kids this late in the game, the weight gain, this is what bothers me. I'm at a point where I want to elevate myself in every way, whether just every single way, you know. I want to elevate myself, you know. I want to be the best me going into my 30s. So, you know, I want to get more physically fit. I've always been into going to the gym and working out and, you know, keeping my shape nice. I've always been into that. But now, you know, I done had these babies, you know what I'm saying? So late in the game, like, I got a little weight on me and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, oh girl, please, you ain't got, you know, you look nice. I'm like, yeah, but this is me. I'm in my skin and I feel chubby. You know what I'm saying? I can feel that extra weight on me. I feel it in my, you know, I'm gonna let y'all see me full body, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like I definitely need to lose weight. At least, I don't even know how much I weigh. But I'm gonna guess probably about 20 pounds need to go. You know, so about 20 pounds need to go. I need to tone up. It's just time, you know what I'm saying? But let me show you what I'm working with, okay? So, I don't know. Let me try to bring this down some. So this is my body, you know. So look at my stomach, y'all. Like, look. That's not sexy, you know. Ain't nothing sexy about that. If I put my underwear over to keep that thing in, but you know. So yeah, my underwear is high up. They high up, but look, you can see through that too. That's how you know it's not expensive. But yeah, look at that robe. That is not sexy. You know when you got a back robe.
You see like the little sweat stain I have on my armpit. Like yeah, that just lets you know overweight. Time to lose weight.
So now I'm not feeling that at all. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, I'm not feeling this little area has to go. It has to go. You know, look at the arms, got a little jiggle. That's not sexy, you know. Let me bring this back up. So yeah, so I definitely plan to, not that I put my whole hand on the camera part, but I definitely plan to get that together because I don't, as you see, let's just talk about the hair real quick. So I finally embarked my natural, just like a little swoopty. I don't know what you like. I don't know what the fuck it is. But I guess you could say it's a swoopty, but my little poof. My dye, I actually dyed my hair. It was more red than this, but it's faded actually. But yeah, so going into my 30s, I want to be elevated on a different level. I want to be the best me going into my 30s. So this whole year, that is my whole goal, is to invest in myself, not just, you know, mentally, like elevate myself mentally more. You know, I want to read more. You know, I used to read all the time, and then after my son's injury, I just, you know, after his injury, after he ended up dying, I just stopped reading. Like, I mean, I read, but I don't read like I used to. Like, I used to love to read books. That was my favorite thing to do. And now I listen to music. That's what gets me through, is music. But it used to be reading. And I want to get back to that. And that's like reading. It opens your mind up, which I will be kind of incorporating. It's gonna be something, you know, like a little, you know. Sorry, somebody called me, knocked me out of my, you know. But anyway, so kind of incorporating. I'm gonna introduce and do a book club, like blog for all the black girls who like to read. They love their books, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that, and I feel like that's going to help me get reintroduced, you know, back to what I love. So yeah, so that's coming soon. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk to you all about that, and I'll keep you more updated on it, and you know. But yeah, like, tell me in the comments how you feel. Like, are you at the end of your 20s? How did you feel going into your 30s? You know, how did you feel having to come out of your 20s, or, you know, in and off that chapter of your life? And, you know, what did you do to elevate yourself? You know, drop it in the comments and whatnot. Thanks.